Hello everyone, myself R. Venkatesh, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Vignas Nerula. So in the last lecture, we have discussed about the data encryption standard, one of the important concepts in cryptography and network security. Now I'm going to discuss about the AES, Advanced Encryption Standard. So the Advanced Encryption Standard, so AES was published by NIST, so National Institute of Standards and Technology in 2001. So AES is a symmetric block cipher that is intended to replace the DES. So symmetric block cipher is nothing but, so we are using the same key for both encryption and decryption process. And the AES is a block cipher, so that means so it can process the data in the form of blocks. Okay, so the AES is a symmetric block cipher that is intended to replace the DES. So it is found at least 6 times faster than triple DES. So in the triple DES we are using 3 keys for both encryption process and decryption process. So as a replacement for DES was needed, so it's because its key size was too small. So the size of DES key is 56 bits. So with increasing computing power, it was considered vulnerable against brute force attack. So triple DES was designed to overcome this drawback, but it was found slow. So the AES cipher form the latest generation of block ciphers, and now we see a significant increase in the block size from the old standard 64 bits up to 128 bits and the keys from 128 to 256 bits. Okay, so actually in the DES we are having 64 bits of plain text, whereas in the AES we are having 128 bits, and the key sizes is also from 128 to 256 bits. So the advanced encryption standard is a symmetric block cipher, so that encrypts and decrypts 128-bit blocks of data. So the standard key length is 128, 192 and 256 bits may be used. So the features of AES is, so the AES is a symmetric key block cipher, and so which accepts 128-bit data, and where there is a variable size length of keys, variable sizes of keys. The sizes of the keys are 128, 192 and 256, and which is stronger and faster than triple DES. So it is an iterative cipher, that means which operates on entire data block in every round, rather than a FISTL cipher. So in the FISTL cipher we are operating on halves at a time. That means in FISTL cipher we have to convert the plain text into 2 halves, left half and right half, and then we have to perform the operations on 2 halves. Whereas in the AES we can operate on an entire data block in every round. Okay, so and it was designed to have characteristics of resistance against all known attacks and design simplicity. So you can see the diagram here. The 128-bit plain text will be forwarded to permutated substitution, and we are having totally different types of rounds. So the text will be forwarded to these rounds, and finally we are having a 128-bit of ciphertext, and we are having different types of key here. So the keys will be generated by key generator, so of sizes 128 bits each. So the operations on AES. So AES is an iterative rather than FISTL cipher. So it is based on substitution permutation network. So it comprises of a series of linked operations, some of which involve replacing inputs by specific outputs, and others involves shuffling. Replacing the input by specific outputs is nothing but a substitution process, and whereas involving the shuffling bits is nothing but a permutation process. So AES performs all its computations on bytes rather than bits. Hence AES treats the 128 bits of plain text block as 16 bytes. So those 16 bytes are arranged in 4 columns and 4 rows for processing as a matrix. So the number of rounds in AES is variable and depends on the length of the key. So AES uses 10 rounds for 128-bit keys, and 12 rounds for 192-bit keys, and 14 rounds for 256-bit keys. So each of these rounds uses a different 128-bit round key, so which is calculated from a original AES key. So coming to the encryption process, so here each round comprises of 4 subprocesses. So because AES is also a block cipher, so first of all we represent the data as such as plain text, ciphertext, and a key as a block. So each block has 1 byte of 8 bits. So in total of 16 into 8, that is 128 bit. So that we have 128 bit key length. You can see the diagram of a round function here. Okay, so add round key. So this is the first step of AES algorithm. So add round key operation, and this is simply an XOR operation. So we have a 128-bit length plain text and 128-bit length key. So XOR operation is performed by bit by bit. So the round is simply a group of functions algorithm, and we can say executing 10 rounds as executing 10 times of group algorithm. So basically for 128-bit length key, AES takes 10 rounds, 192-bit key for 12 rounds, and 256-bit key for 14 rounds. So the next one is substitute bytes. So in the substitute bytes set, so we use SBox to substitute data. So simply we can see SBox has lookup table. So the way to substitute bytes for block is like this. So each block have 8-bit data, and we can see first 4 bits as a row index and the last 4 bits as a column index. With this row column index, so we can take the value from the SBox. So the next one is shift rows. So each of the 4 rows of the matrix is shifted to the left. So any entries that fail off are reinserted on the right side of the row. So shift is carried out as follows. So the first row is not shifted, and the second row is shifted 1 byte position to the left. The third row is shifted 2 positions to the left. The fourth row is shifted 3 positions to the left. The result is a new matrix consisting of the same 16 bytes but shifted with respect to each other. The next one is mixed columns. So each column of 4 bytes is now transformed to using a special mathematical function. So this function takes as input the 4 bytes of one column and outputs 4 completely new bytes, so which replace the original column. So the result is another new matrix consisting of 16 new bytes. So it should be noted that this step is not performed in the last row. So the 16 bytes of the matrix are now considered as 128 bits and are XORed to the 128 bits of round key. This is the last round, then the output is the ciphertext. So otherwise, the resulting 128 bits are interpreted as 16 bytes, and we begin another similar round. So the next one is decryption process. So the process of decryption of an AES ciphertext is similar to the encryption process in the reverse order. So each round consists of the 4 processes connected in the reverse order. So add round key, mix columns, shift rows, and byte substitution. Thank you.